Greetings, housemates. I'm Phwop, and welcome to my official review of Stellaris. Now, I've got about 20 hours with the game or so, and I have enjoyed every single one. It is a fantastic game right off the bat. If you want to know whether to get it or not, do get it. And if you get it, I found it on Green Man Gaming with a 25% off promo code. It only cost me $30 for the basic edition. I didn't see much that really drew me to the advanced edition, but that's, up to you. I can tell you that the racial creation is fantastic and enjoyable, and seeing your own races pop up in when you're playing other games is also incredibly satisfying. And the depth and breadth of choices you can make, it may seem kind of simple at first, but it is much deeper. The choices you make are very powerful choices, especially ethics. Understand that racial traits are just that, and there's a lot of races in the galaxy, and there's a lot of ability to actually adapt genetics. It's just kind of expensive in terms of research time, but it's totally there. Everything you want: genetic modification, genetically modified shock troops. You can create whole races of like colonizing things. You can use robots. Oh my god, everything you ever wanted from the racial characteristics of this kind of game. Also, I can tell you that it is quite pretty. This game is beautiful, even on my 1 gigabyte graphics card. I have got a lot of RAM to back it up, but it is gorgeous. I can also tell you that it is epic. Epic in scale, epic in feel. I really like the organic way that societies seem to develop. Here we have a minor race that grew up from late space age when I encountered them, like barely exploring their own solar system, become a galactic power, which I immediately crushed and subverted to my own will. Just like these poor guys, the Canthari Mandate, yeah, also my unwilling slaves, thanks to my supreme military power. With nice, simple resource system, easy to grasp, and a clever approach to auto management via sectors, which it is totally painless to create a sector and have the computer AI manage it for you. It may be a little black boxish, because you may have a problem figuring out exactly what a sector does, but it is fairly well explained. And with loads of technology choices, I especially like how they split it up into 3 different research trees. And with the card system, you randomly receive a couple technologies that you've actually found debris for, or created debris out of your opponents. You always have the option to research, which I really, really like. It means that if you're fighting against someone who uses missiles, you can always opt in to start researching missiles yourself, whereas you may not be offered them by the random card deck over here. It is great. The leader system is fantastic. Having tons of leaders spread across your empire in their different roles: admirals, generals, governors for your planets and sectors. And of course, many scientists, one for each of the trees, as well as one for each of your science ships, which explore the galaxy and tell you what is what about everything. With time dilation available and actually incredibly painless multiplayer, since it's a real-time strategy game, although grand strategy, you can be stressed out by the many things that you need to pay attention to, but the standard pace is actually, I think really manageable up into the epic-sized empire, thanks to all of the auto management and the task queuing that you can do. If you don't have a strong grasp of the game, multiplayer is going to be pretty overwhelming, pretty fast. But with a strong grasp of the game, I think skilled players are going to be able to enjoy multiplayer a lot more than a turn-based system would have allowed. And one of the really cool things you can do is, even if someone played a single-player game, they can allow other humans to jump in and take over any of the alien races within their game. Now, the other person is going to have to pick a race based on name and nothing else. So if you don't give them some advice about who might actually be a viable empire, they could pop up as your vassal or slave or someone else's imminent conquering, imminent to be annexed territory. But all in all, this game is utterly fantastic, especially like the different modes of transportation, the different types of FTL, and how you can mix and match or restrict them per game. Let me tell you, this is the 4X strategy game for this decade, I think, and I'm really excited to see what the modding community does with it, because the modding community is already quite strong. There's a bunch of quality of life improvements out there. There's a few game process overhauls, and it appears to be quite easy to mod if I'm any judge, and I am fairly familiar with modding. So I believe it's going to be a really strong modding community. I can't wait to see the Warhammer 40K adjustments, because the rich, like, organic social nature of this game really feeds well into the rich and depressing backstory that comes with all 40K titles. So I think this game has tons of replayability, especially if you get into the mod community, which is super easy through Steam Games Workshop, and it's just an excellent game. Remember, you can get it for about $30 through Green Man Gaming currently, and I suggest that you do. So I hope this review helped you. If it did, then give it a like. If you want to see more content like this, then go ahead and subscribe. And until next time, my friends, remember, it's all downhill from here.